Today's the 4th of April 2019, and on the 2nd of April we were at least 30 kilometres out looking for whales and dolphins together with researchers. And I wanted to say something about the commonly held belief that the Mediterranean has no tides. And I know this, and they said it, and they said, well, but out there I was thinking about that in terms of when you see the surface of the sea way out 20 kilometre, 30 kilometre, and we were sailing at 4 knots on a small sailboat, and I was thinking about this concept that we have because humans fragment everything, saying the Mediterranean has no tide influence, there are no tides, but the Atlantic has tide influence, and the Atlantic is flowing through the Straits of Gibraltar into the Mediterranean, and there's these rivers of river currents. Today's very gentle. Today again the water level has gone down. I've seen over 2 or 3 years. This area is free of water of the sea. Normally I couldn't walk here. And I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been seeing dramatic changes in the water level on the shores of the Mediterranean, just next to it's the northern area at the Pyrenees. Now, the last 2 years I couldn't walk here. And now I can. And that has me thinking that the Mediterranean does have a tidal influence, even though they say it has no tides. That comes from the Atlantic, because the water, you can't separate waters, they're part of each other, and the tidal influence that exists in the ocean comes into the Mediterranean via the Straits of Gibraltar, and giant rivers of deep undersea rivers run channels, which is influence, right? It's like blood. The blood flow in the body, run into and out of that narrow channel, influencing each other. The Mediterranean flow is influencing the Atlantic flow is influencing the Mediterranean. And over 3 years I've seen really significant water level changes on the shore. As I say, normally I couldn't walk here, it would be so deep, and oh yeah, there's the water. I wanted to go over there. I wouldn't be able to stand here 4 months ago, be able to get to these rocks and touch them. And so the way that we look at nature and the planet and the oceans is obviously not only fragmented, but it's false, because there is a tidal influence in the Mediterranean. It's just under Neptune. I think at the moment we have a Mercury-Neptune influence. So that tidal influence here, that has to be also affecting the water levels changes, does take place. It's just it's under, deep under, in those river channels, the deep underwater river channels. And so I would say the Mediterranean does have an influence from tide. I would guess it's just an influence that we don't understand. We cannot comprehend, we're not paying attention to.